Hey guys, I'm here today to do my August wrap-up. August was an okay reading month for me. It's getting better and better, I guess. This year has just been not very good for me, but oh well. Like, it's been a good year, just not in reading. So without further ado, let's just get into what I read in August. So first, like almost everyone else, I read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, parts 1 and 2. Based off the story by J.K. Rowling, written by John Tiffany, Jack Thorne. You know, it's now a play. And I didn't like this at all. It is the future after Harry Potter, and it's Harry Potter as a grown-up. It's right after, like, the epilogue scene in the book 7. It's right after that where he's, putting his children on the train, and it's just about Albus Severus and like how he hates his life and like blah blah. And it's basically the story It's a Wonderful Life Harry Potter edition, and that's like how I explain it to everyone, how I feel about it. It was not unique, it was not original. I don't really know how it got published into a thing. It's just not unique, it was not original at all. It was literally It's a Wonderful Life Harry Potter. And I don't know, it was just very fan fiction-y feeling, like 12-year-old me could have written this story, you know, type thing. So I don't think I will ever reread it. I really have no interest. I would love to see the play one day, just because I think it would be way better seeing this than reading it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I'll keep it because it's Harry Potter and I love Harry Potter, but I wouldn't really recommend it or say it's worth it if you are reading Harry Potter. I'd say you could skip this unless you really want to see what happens afterwards, but I don't really accept this is what happens afterwards because it wasn't good in my opinion. Next I read The Grownups by Gillian Flynn. I read it on my Kindle. This is Gillian Flynn's short story, and I love all her other books. I've read her other 3 like actual novels, and they've all been like 4 or 5-star books. And so I went into this one, and it was really good at first. It's actually about a woman whose job is to perform blowjobs for men. Her gig on the side is that she's sort of like psychic. So for the men, she does like blowjobs, and for women, she does like psychic readings. And she meets this woman and does a psychic reading, and the woman believes her house is like haunted. So the main character goes to the woman's house, and you know, it's just kind of playing along with it. The woman pays her every month. So the main character is just like, you know, taking this woman's money and pretending to like help her, but the woman also has a son who is very creepy, very scary, like everyone is scared of him, and it just goes from there. The ending was so weak though. I gave this book 2 stars. I loved it at first, but then it was just a very rushed ending, and I don't know, it was just very like predictable what was going to happen, and it just ended. Like nothing was resolved though, and it literally just ended, and I was like, what was the point of this story? I think it was supposed to be like a scary ghost story, but it wasn't really scary because it just ended and nothing was explained. I also wouldn't really recommend this one if you're reading Gillian Flynn books. If you really want to read them, I don't think you need to read this one. But again, that's just my opinion. So on my Kindle, I read Tell Me 3 Things by Julie Buxbaum. And this one was about a girl who is new and joins a new school. And she starts getting emails, like anonymous emails from a boy telling her to like hang in there and like, you know, someone's looking out for her in school, but he won't like admit who he is. And it's about, you know, so she like anonymously emails this guy and they become friends, but they can't meet in real life. And then she also meets like 2 other boys, so it's like this triangle of like which 3 boys in her life could be the one sending the emails. And I actually kind of liked it. It was a cute contemporary. It was sort of unique. It wasn't just like every other high school drama. It was a like step above that, you know, so it wasn't like amazing or anything, but I was entertained. You knew which boy it was gonna be though out of the 3, because there's always like the one that's sort of mean, the one that like super loves them, or the one in between. And you know it's always going to be the one that was kind of mean, because like boys are mean, because that shows how like so girls don't know they like them and blah blah blah. And I don't know why that's a thing. You should not be mean to someone to show them that you like them. And it's like a thing in movies and TV and like books and stuff that if a boy's mean to you, it means he likes you, and I really think we need to get away from that because it's really predictable and annoying and like unhealthy. I just don't like it. So yeah, I mean, sorry if that gives it away if you read it, but like I'm not going to say which boy it is. So yeah, in the end it was okay, but again, not one that like I really would recommend. And I read Summer Days and Summer Nights, 12 Love Stories, edited by Stephanie Perkins, written by all these authors. And I actually loved this. I loved all 12 stories. I loved them all hands down. There was not one I hated. I equally loved like all of them. I would recommend this one. This was 100 times better than the 12 Love Story book, like My True Love Gave to Me, 12 Love Stories. This one was 10 times better. Loved all the stories way more. There was one that I didn't like that I don't remember the person's name. I think his name was Matt. But one story, the character's name was Matt. And after that short story ended, the next story, that main character's name was Matt too, or like the side character, and I was like, maybe these stories should have been broken up a little more, because I just like continued that Matt was the same Matt from the other first story, even though it was a completely different short story. So they probably should have moved those around in this like book. But other than that, I had really no complaints. I loved all the stories, as I said, and I think you should pick this one up. And I read A Tyranny of Petticoats, edited by Jessica Spotswood, and this is 15 short stories written by a lot of female authors, and it's just about like badass girls in history. And I did not like this one as much as the short stories of Summer Days and Summer Nights. This one was just okay. I gave this one 3 stars. There was some that I was like really into, and some I was just kind of like, eh. None of them I actually loved. None of them I hated. There's 2 stories about Alaska, which I'm from. One was like a really cool traditional back in the day story, and one was about in Skagway during like the gold rush. And that one was just very like cliche Alaska. So I didn't like that one as much, just being from here. And the woman hadn't even like been to Alaska, I don't think. And in the back they explain why they wrote the short stories, and she just said she researched a lot. Which, I mean, it's cool she researched, but it's like she hadn't even come here to write the book. I don't know. It was very weird. But overall, you know, it was okay. I would pick it up if you like badass girl stories, but I didn't think it was amazing. Finally, in August, I read book 3 and 4 of Lumberjanes. This is a cute little graphic novel series about a group of girls in a summer camp. It's basically like a Girl Scout camp in the woods, but like weird things happen. So the third one I didn't really enjoy. It was just okay. Nothing really happened. I gave it 3 stars. And then the 4th book, like this freak snowstorm happens in the middle of summer in the woods, and it's hilarious. This one was so funny. I gave it 5 stars. So overall the series is like a 4-star series with the 4 I've read so far. But I'm really excited for the next one to come out, and I will totally pick it up when it does. So yeah guys, those are the books I read in August. What are some books you read in August? Let me know below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys!